The loop nears its end, and your companions have proven themselves more than capable. The collections of trinkets and treasures they've acquired all but guarantee their victory. Or at least that's what you tell yourself. The flame of hope burns brightly, but cowardice is a deadly foe. Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's Loki Orin. We're back at it with the Uneasy Suspects heading into the sprawl here. First, we got to collect all of our relationships. We've been quite blessed on the whole relationship front here. Everything's buffed. Now, unfortunately, some of these are not particularly exciting because we're not using the skills, but some of them are doing stuff. Oh, Open Vein and Incision going together is nice. In between recordings of this episode and last episode, I did glance at the patch notes for Last Light, which I've been sort of encountering pieces and parts of it as I've been playing. You just haven't noticed. So, for example, Surgeon has been converted like the Vestal has been converted to show, to basically change the skills outright rather than like just giving like a bonus. So Incision now says damage 5 to 11, which is higher than it normally is, reflecting the modification of Surgeon. I actually don't know how Battlefield Medicine... I assume it's just that it heals 33% instead of 25%. Indiscriminate Science is probably the same way. Noxious Blast and Plague Grenade just have their... Yeah, their resistance is reduced. So yeah, that's what's going on there. Well, the Librarian's right there. There's a field hospital right at the end. Oh yeah, okay, we have a plan now. Yeah, this is a good start to this. Get the Librarian out of the way early. I think I'm pretty confident in our ability to handle the Librarian. It sucks that Surgeon is less good at the Librarian than the than Alchemist is. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter. This is probably for the best. But it's still quite effective, so this should hopefully be a relatively straightforward one. Oh, but first we must doff our caps to her ladyship. A pleasure, as always. So, milady. Now, unfortunately, she did lead off with a crit token, which is a yikes. That is a yikes coming from me. So this is a 50-50 to probably just kill him. Okay, we weren't going to get it. We did land a 5-point bleed, though. Can't feel bad about that. There we go.
Early results are encouraging.
Just get set up for future turns there. Oh, that, I guess, works a little bit. Whoa. That's a new one. Not seen that skill before. Who's up? Whipper is up. All right. We're actually going to have Dismas stay in the front rank. Wow, I don't know that I've ever seen her. I don't know that I've ever seen Combustion before. That's an intense skill. And she can't move. And he has a chance to target her, so I do think we have to heal here and take the 2 stress, unfortunately. Yeah, he does immediately target her. Woof. Do we spend this? I think we do, just to like get the stress under control. So we do that into that. Just try to like get Paracelsus out of immediate freaking danger. What the hell? We're okay with that. Man, her they have upped the they've upped the ante of lethality on her ladyship, or maybe that combo point just made that a lot worse than it needed to be. But here we can kind of reset here and get ourselves back in order.
A master stroke.
There's Death's Door. Now, unfortunately, we can't bolster anything, but I think we bolster anyway. Heal for 21. I think healing for 32 is way more impactful, and it does fix her as well. Ooh, do we get greedy here? She's real quick. She's real quick. I think we get greedy, though, because a heal into Paracelsus is pretty impactful here. We can highway robbery away the crit token. Alright, now she's dead to the bleed. That worked out beautifully. So that heals for 22. She heals herself for 21, I think, so that's probably about the same.
What a welcome one, nonetheless.
And we'll get her with Cause of Death just for the fun.
Cut down these nightmares. And
Wow, that combustion was an ugly skill to get hit by. Have to remember that. Combo points bad. Well, I mean, that was actually kind of a given. Any encounter that's generating combo points generally has something that's going to punish you for it. Alright, we go up a loathing, but then immediately back down. We do lose our wheel after this, but that's probably okay. Because we're going to hit a bunch of assistance encounters, potentially. Alright, librarian time. We didn't come here to not fight the librarian. Sneaky triggering isn't exactly what I was looking for in my life. Particularly on Barristan, who's not exactly the person we want hiding. Alright, he's dead to the bleed, which is good. This is a bit of a... I think I may have commented on it before. This is a bit of a non-bow, having the Man-at-Arms using Retribution. But I think it's okay. I think we do that. We get a free benefit. We PBS. Get more benefits. That does keep him alive. But we do get rid of all those corpses. That stress heal is not really what we were looking for in life, but still make it work.
A righteous action.
All right, dead to the bleed, so no reason to do anything else, so we can just sort out any debuffs. Just end it.
Messy, but effective.
No, we're definitely not running after one. Never run after one. Unless you're, I mean, I guess I shouldn't say never, because there's probably a world where you run after something. No. Give me that crit token, you jerk. Nice.
Early results are encouraging.
This does mean taking the crit onto Barristan, but that's kind of where we want it to be. He's pretty good at mitigating the incoming.
Lurks in the beyond.
Yeah, I mean, pistol shot for 16 seems pretty good, because Paracelsus can just play grenade it for the last point. Oh, and the Blight lands. It's always nice when the Blight lands. Get this guy low. He's basically just dead to the riposte, so we don't really need to think too much about it. Oh, he's not dead to the riposte. He could still be dead. Nope. He is dead to that bleed, however. And now you're lost in time and space, you say. Alright, they're both dead to various things, so yeah, what the hell. We'll just go crit fishing.
So press your advantage.
We got paid for it. Alrighty, what are we playing for? Ooh, Snappy Swig. Unabridged edition's useless. Snappy Swig, though, is going to look very good potentially on a character. Yeah, that's definitely... Snappy Swig on its own is probably worth going. Can that fit on Dismas? Maybe. We'd have to pull the skull cap off, probably. Yeah, first couple turns are not going to be great by us. And it does look like we're just taking a Burning Bright here. Go ahead and spend that Glimmer of Hope. Yeah, there's almost no way to avoid this Burning Bright, so we're just not going to worry about it. We need him to get into the 3rd rank anyway, because that's where a lot of our skills hit.
Well done.
This actually would be an argument for upgrading Illuminate. Upgrading Illuminate so he can't regain dodge. Wow, what a categorize. Still can't really reach. Cause of Death technically does something, but not really materially. Yeah, it looks like we may just have to take 2 Burning Brights. I don't really... Don't really see a great way to avoid it. But I think I can be okay with that. Could get rid of the book. Maybe we just get rid of the book. Is that the play here? Yeah, actually we do. We just get rid of the book. Because this will give us 3 turns for this, but this means Paracelsus misses, but, you know. But, you know, effectively 2 turns. I guess 3. That should be plenty to do 54 damage here. He's continuing to smokestack like a jerk. Nice. Getting rid of that dodge token is a big help, though. Come on, crit token. Give it to me. Yeah! All right, 24, 24, 24. Everything does 24. All right, well. Still gets it done. Do have a lot of stress building up on the Vestal, but that's okay. Nice. There we go, because now we just bolster for some stress healing and we win. Clean. Nice and clean. The trophy isn't really worth it. In fact, we can just get rid of the trophy immediately. Not going to get used. Not going to matter. Oh, I glanced at the book and realized that it had changed. So how do we get Snappy Swig into this? Does it become... Snappy Swig. Keep the skull cap, and that means we can pull off the makeshift javelin. Put in, like, adrenaline tonics or something. Yeah, this just feels like it's too strong to get rid of. And this was still doing quite a lot. Like, even just giving us that extra 7 HP is kind of material, but what's that, 42? Because this doesn't really... The burn does nothing for us, but if you have 50% chance of just getting a... but we're going to remove that. Huh. Go like this for right now? Okay. I don't... Clandestine Cape's not getting used. Smoldering Hymnal, there's just no space for. We're trying to keep all these items if we can manage it. Yeah, that's tricky. I love Snappy Swig. Snappy Swig is definitely one of my favorite trinkets. I put it up there with Reverberating Readout in terms of just raw horsepower. Those those crits and the burn dealt is sort of like, it's nice if the character you're using it on is dealing burn in some way, but what matters is just a 50% crit chance is just absurd. And there's Enlightening Element, which would actually synergize quite nicely, and we can afford it. There's Tinderbox as well. Man, this is all the good stuff. This is like all... This is some real good trinkets in here. We can afford them all. Alright, so this is going to take me just a moment here. So Enlightening Element, the burn 3, but it's really... The burn 3 is nice, and it does synergize with this, I believe, but it's really the crit and dodge at the start of... basic dodge every turn and crit chance is definitely material. Is that better than just 20% damage, 20% health? I don't know that it is. Undeserved Commendation is close to being very good, but I don't think so. Parrying Patriarch would be pretty sweet, but it's like, man, if we could have 3 trinkets, we would do some real gross stuff. But sadly, that is not how this game works. All right, and our stuff is full because we're just loaded down with loot. I don't think Laudanum's going to get... We need to make room. I think Deathcap Spores I'm going to try to make use out of. I just don't think... I don't think Enlightening Element... So it'd look like Snappy Swig. This skull cap is just so good with a character that is intentionally causing bleeds quite a lot. All this really is doing is freeing up this. Costs us 7 HP to do that. And Snappy Swig won't be applying anymore because the quirk is what's making this happen. Now, we do have these speed ups, so we can force this. And we're kind of intending to do that anyway. But that still leaves us without Enlightening Element. %5 chance of a disease. Still kind of feels worthwhile. This is never changing because he's just... Well, it's not even applying right now because he's got Sneaky and a buff. So that's actually kind of frustrating right now, isn't it? Didn't even notice that, but that's actually Sneaky needs to go as well. All right. Maybe I just save my money then. Yeah, I think I just save my money because we've got some decent combat items already. Yeah. I just don't think there's room. Same for parrying Patriarch. I just don't think there's room. It's close. This is a really good item, but I don't think it's good enough. I don't think any of this stuff really resonates for me. We could buy a T-Service just to make some room, because it would free up... It might free up some space? Maybe? Yeah, okay. Buy that just to hopefully free up some space. Yeah. Alright. This is definitely a tough call for me. I'm not sure what the right thing to do here is, but I'm gonna go with my gut on this and say that it's not good enough. As radical as that may be, I don't think it's good enough. One loathing, down a loathing. We don't know what's there. Up a loathing, up two loathing. That loathing's inevitable, though. And then potentially knock it down a loathing. Alright. This goes up to 2, down to 1. And then up to 2. So we end up at 2 either way. Then 3. And then just hope we're good to the end. Oh, we can avoid it. We can go here. Yeah, I think that's how we do this. That leaves us at 1. Yeah, that's the way to go.
Is your coat prepared for the upcoming obstruction?
Man, that Hoarder's gonna haunt me. If this run goes sideways, that Hoarder's gonna haunt me, because that might have been the play. Yeah, the crit is more. The crit is mathematically more. 20% flat damage is less than 50% more like a 50% chance of doubling.
Though it brings no satisfaction.
Let's see. So you want to fight. Everyone else wants to run. I don't like this, but I'd rather fight. Ah, it's her ladyship again. We doff our hats to Milady. Well, that's a good start. You know, you're making a convincing case. Now, unfortunately, they have about 1,000,000 miles an hour of speed. All right, that's what we were looking to see. It was definitely what we were looking to see. Yeah, that blight was important. Just landing that blight lets us, like, stop worrying about some of this stuff.
A breakthrough. Awash in turmoil.
Kind of missing that 20% damage, though, right now. Which is weird to say, because I know it's not right, but it's like, it's a gut feeling sort of thing. It's a belly feel thing.
Judiciously.
We're just going to get rid of that guy. Because she can heal him. She can do unpleasant stuff to him. Cause of death. Ow. Alright, so you're hitting Death's Door, and there's not a lot we can do. Well, maybe not. Maybe the Vestal can prevent it here. She does get a big heal. Do need to spend one of these. Alright, we'll do that. And she's not dead to the bleed. Gotta hit her one more time. Okay. Easy enough. Maybe we get Paracelsus's turn off? Nope, sadly not. Oh my gosh. His HP. My poor highwayman's HP.
The past is gone. Let it die.
There's Enlightening Element.
The loathing whisper.
But I just don't think dealing burn in a dodge token is worth that crit chance. Yeah. I don't think Gnarly Knuckles is coming in anywhere at this point. Think it's had its chance, or I've carried it long enough, basically. Probably don't need that. Technically, this could work for her. We could boost her speed high enough. Okay. Potentially seeing it here. Potentially seeing it. This does cost us another wheel, but that's okay. But I'm starting to see it. Maybe it's the Vestal. Because she does deal burn with the Judgment. So that's at least something. We can get her speed pretty high if we want to. Having her go first is actually not the worst thing either. Stagecoach item, mixed treasure. I think I'd rather just take the flame. Man, my people are starting to be a little bit contrarian, but oh well, an Ichor Bomb's not useless. Can we just throw that at somebody? Combat explosive noxious. We do need to spend these. Here, let's put that in there. Put those in there. We can stack that up. That makes room. Wonderful. So we could go fight the cultists. We still finish at one loathing, though. It doesn't look like there's any way to avoid that, but that does cost us our last wheel. And there's a wheel at the end there, so we can't go that way. So we could go straight here, or we could give up this armor. Go up to 2, yeah. Lots of options. Not knowing what this is kind of sucks, but yeah.
Centuries of human learning and achievement.
Yeah, we do have the wagon jack, so maybe I could have gone that way. But that's an extra fight that maybe we don't have to have. Yeah, we do have the wagon jack equipped, but I don't know that that's the play. Just leave, rob them. Alright, jeez. Alright, what's left? Okay, okay. That's looks like we made a decent direction here. We'll take the cash. We may have to buy a bunch of food in the inn, but I'm gambling that our stew pot is going to trigger one more time here. Would really like it to trigger. Alright.
The loathing festers.
Crow's feet, invigorating, intoxicant can both go. We're probably going to throw these at the exemplar. Probably don't need both stacks of smoke bombs. We don't need Laden Lantern. Definitely don't need explosive magazine. Don't think we're going to need Orbitoclast at this point, so I think that can go as well.
All that matters is the flickering torch you bear.
Kind of hoping to carry that Nightshade concoction to the end here. Guess it's milk-soaked linen. That was a tough call there, but I think that was close enough to right. We'll call that close enough. So I do have an opportunity here at this hospital. I can go achievement hunting. Oh, it's Temperance. Hey, Temperance, how you doing? Good to see you. You're not exactly my favorite thing to run into. You get, what, 25 HP? Man, all these crit tokens. Well, give me that crit token. You don't need it. We might, yeah, it looks like we're going to have to take at least one cannon shot here, which kind of sucks. But we'll go ahead and make some room. Hit the glimmers of hope. At this point, we're just trying to make room. Get fully set up, and we'll just have to take what we take here. Boom. Ow. The good news is, corpses are gone. And we can afford to play around a little bit with this guy. Because now we go highway robbery, take both of those. He does immediately load shot again, which is obnoxious.
In crisis, we can rely only upon each other.
Gonna hope for some big opportunities at damage here. Sadly, it does look like we're gonna have to... Ooh, maybe not. Maybe not. We did win initiative. Okay, Paracelsus doing her part. Down to 2. That'll do it. There was a chance we were taking a second boom there. Didn't feel like there was a lot we could do to prevent it. Yeah. Can't carry them, and they don't really matter in the final zone. Alrighty, so there it is. Invigorating Stew has triggered, so we are good on that. Alright, so I would like to remove Sneaky. Remove Lost in Time and Space, because that is just, it's asking for trouble. And I'm going to go ahead and lock in Tracker. Oh, I have to cure a disease too. Shoot. Okay. Shoot, I forgot. You have to cure a disease. Oh, well. That's okay. I don't know that matters. I mean, we needed to spend a bunch of money anyway. So, like, I guess. A bunch of Nightshade concoctions would not go amiss here. So with just having some stitching kits... Compress kit. None of this stuff feels super relevant. I think that's good enough. I forgot you have to cure a disease as well for the achievement. Oh well. Don't think that's going to be what matters. And I do think we managed to accomplish quite a bit of what I wanted there. I think we'll just get rid of that at this point. Oh, shoot. There's not really a good place for... Is we need that weapon equipped. Put it here. It's not great to reduce that, doesn't feel great to be reducing our healing here. But I think that's close to the right call. Oh. Oh, it's an ambush. Okay, I was like, did we get Breacher and I didn't realize it? Nice. Just dead outright, which is kind of sweet.
A breakthrough.
That slugger triggering repeatedly is pretty sweet.
A promising development. Bafflement and vexation.
There we go. Just get rid of him so we don't have to deal with him.
And effective. The past is gone. Let it die.
Oh, so here's early experiment. The that item is actively bad for a Surgeon Plague Doctor. Just actively bad. All right, what do we got? All right, so I do have a moment here to think. So we'll do this assistance encounter, and then kind of think through what needs to happen. We don't want food. We don't. I guess mixed treasure is the best option here.
The Wainwright awaits, eager to ply his
Touching dirges will take none of this. Oh. Steak and spuds is potentially useful. All right, so let's pause for a moment. Think about this. Think about what we're about to do. I think we're more or less set up. I don't think I wonder if Magnesium Rain needs to be even in at this point. Probably needs to be Indiscriminate Science at this point. We are counting on the Paracelsus to throw smoke bombs, and actually maybe not. Maybe we forgo the damage buff from this for one round. Just count on that, and if that's the case, then maybe we still can't really bring either of those in. Yeah. Speeding up the Vestal does make both of these kind of work. Yeah. Yeah. Her buffs from that. Yeah, so she'd be at exactly 10 plus whatever we can do to her. Okay. This is tricky. I think it's to some extent it's an embarrassment of riches. Like I think to some extent like the reason some of these decisions are really making me question is because I have a lot of options. You know, where instead if I was scrabbling for every, you know, if I was scrabbling in the couch for extra coins, I wouldn't be having this discussion. All right, Exemplar, let's... Ooh, it's an exalted one, or an ordained one. Altar of Cowardice, as is expected, all according to Keihaku. Let's go ahead and get... Okay, it's not really what I was looking to do with my life, but we will make it work, I suppose. Just straight up prelude into the fall, no hesitation. We do need to be killing this altar relatively aggressively here. And I actually need to be throwing death cap spores as well. Flesh weaving, alright, that's obnoxious. Only days is when it's not upgraded. Let's just work on getting the altar down. Straight? Okay. Alright, so we are seeing an exaltation. Hitting for 30 still feels pretty damn good, though. We do need to throw that. Somebody's getting exalted here. It's just gonna suck. Ow. Okay, it's another altar. Alright, there we go. Oh, wow, okay. Do have double dodge plus tokens, which is something here. That's good. Okay, his regen is gone. Oh, off by 1. As much as it sucks to not do Surgeon there, I think that's the play, because that does prevent the altar from getting a turn. We just not have to deal with that for a bit. Alright. This, I do think we heal you, because you're potentially getting falled. Hopeful something.
In crisis, we can rely only upon each other.
She's probably getting falled. We need to heal her here. Yep. Alright. Alright, clock's ticking now. Alright, Barristan is set up to tank. Alright, we're finally getting to stabilized here. Fight was definitely harder than it needed to be, but I think some of that was just probably, I don't know if poor play on my part or just getting kind of an unlucky array of combos. Ow. Alright, we do kind of have to heal him here, unfortunately. Now, we could medicinal herbs him, but I think that's actually, this is actually the play. Let's just, like, get him out of danger. Because this will be Death's Door. He's got his weakens. Yeah, oh, he's just dead. Reverberating Readout gets it done. Gnarly Knuckles came back. None of the rest of this is going to get used. Alright, that was the Exemplar.
The loathing whispers.
All right. Swap those in. Buffer to 11 speed. Yeah. That actually feels pretty good to me. But does that mean we do something like this? Cuts his HP, but lets us put in that. That could be it. Man, this is tricky. Tricky, tricky, tricky. Blasphemous Idol's not a bad pickup.
The place is a little worse for wear, but familiar nonetheless.
Hypochondriac's not exactly what you want to see right at the end here. Nowhere to go but the mountain.
Now, but to press on. Come
All right.
with me.
Wheeljack comes out. Mortar and Pestle comes out.
Experimentation.
Neither of these items do anything, but they do boost our stress resistance. So Mastery Trainer.
Quickly when survival demands it.
Wondering if, like, Mantra needs to come in. All right, I'm gonna have to think about that for a moment. Let the brain stew on that for a moment.
But fairly priced.
Pig Sticker came back. Carriage Lamps. Clasp Knife is tempting, but not tempting enough, I don't think. We do need to stay above... What do we need to stay above? 75. Okay, so we only have 25 relics to spend. All right, first of all, the pig happens everywhere. The pig happens. Now, what I'd like to do... Steak and Spuds Barristan. Buff the rest of the party. Iridia gets a whole case of Gotta Go Fast. Puts her in range of using both of those. Clive and Barristan can have those. Let's make sure they're not getting stunned either. Did nothing because they're already maxed out, but I may as well spend it. All right, so that was a lot of stuff. Meditative Totem. Is there anything? No, 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 no. Okay, so it's not Meditative Totem. It could be just. I mean, there's lots of items here, but if we want to stay above 75, where are the Stitcher's kits? Just buy 2 of those. Can I get use out of 2? 1, 2, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Kind of feels like that's the play. 1,
Something to
2.
ease the rigors of the road.
Patch you to full. Patch you to full. Not really much we can buy for 3. And we want to stay above 75, so I think we're good there. None of this moves the needle enough for me. So with this, she's getting both benefits. She's dealing extra burn with Judgment, which she's not doing very often, but she will be able to do it. She'll be getting crit tokens, which is pretty impactful, and applying burn on hit. This feels pretty good. I kind of don't want to do Mantra, because if has Consecration plus 25% max HP. So maybe we don't want to do Mantra. I mean, Paracelsus is basically set the way she's going to be. Cause of Death can have its upgrade. PBS is still getting work done, so I think it gets to come along. But this gives him most of the buffs we're expecting out of him. We do have the option of reversing back to the Armory Key if we really don't like it, but I can't imagine that that's where we want to be. And that seems fine. All right. It's probably going to be strategic withdrawal just to have a means for that. Ministrations over illumination? Probably not. I think illumination has some use. Cause of Death, definitely. We can definitely give Cause of Death its upgrade. And maybe just Pistol Shot? Or PBS, actually, yeah. Because even Ministration's even unupgraded still does the thing I need it to do. So, yeah, let's give PBS its upgrade. All right, that'll do it for me. Thank you all for watching. Remember to, that like, comment, subscribe thing. You all know the drill. Tune in next time as we head into the mountain to face down Cowardice in this run with the Uneasy Suspects. Till then, see ya.